Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Now welcome to what has been requested for a little while, and just to announce that the next, I don't know, few days of second videos, yeah, you'll still get occasional live commentaries for the second video. Obviously you always get a live commentary pretty much as the main video of the day, the first video, but it has been requested to start watching DWG players, Damwon Gaming players, are currently on EU West. That they're boot camping here because of MSI, Mid-Season Invitational Tournament. And this guy is, I don't know, maybe the most famous one. Obviously, I don't follow pro play too much, but a little bit. This is Damwon Kia, which I'm like, who the hell's that? This is actually SHOWMAKER. So SHOWMAKER's their mid laner. He's playing Sylas. I thought it'd be interesting to see Sylas, and reminding everyone, this is a challenger level game. He's currently in Grandmaster, but has increased MMR, so it's a challenger level game. The reason why he's called Damwon Kia, I actually, with a little bit of research, just was like, why is he called Kia? Apparently, Damwon as a team used to be Damwon Esports. It's now officially called Damwon Kia as the team name, because Kia, the car brand, bought into the team. It's like their big partner. So yeah, so that's why he's taken the name Damwon Kia himself. I'm not sure if like some of the players had a contract or got paid extra, make your summoner name this, who knows. But he's playing Sylas. So no, Sylas, I will say, he's in the group of champions. Meanwhile, he mucks up a little bit at level 1 and Orianna's gonna, get a little bit of poke there. Sylas for me is in that problematic group of champions that some people seem to think they're a problem, like me. Some people just don't. The melee AP champions, I think, have been in an incredibly strong place in Season 11. Arguably too strong. And Sylas is in that group. Katarina, Kassadin, Echo, Gwen now even. There's a lot of them. And they just seem to be hard to balance and hard to get under control. I guess Evelyn, Fizz could also be in that group. They're a very strong group of champs for me personally. And Sylas obviously has relatively high skill expression that, he's one of those, oh, I can steal an ultimate, and, there's a lot of decision making to that. Which ultimate do you steal? Why? At the right time? And obviously, stealing an Orianna ultimate, some people are like, how does that work? You don't have the ball. The ultimate goes on top of Sylas, so just around you, it's like Orianna just pressing R when she hasn't moved her ball. It's pretty devastating if used correctly. Worth also noting, you see in top lane, yes, there is a Lee Sin on the enemy team in top. Just to say, Lane Lee Sin has been growing in popularity, and just to announce, you'll be getting a live commentary of me playing Lane Lee Sin in the next couple days, so look out for that, as it was pretty spicy. Because obviously I used to main Lee Sin, and I thought, let's try it out and see why people are playing it. But yeah, we'll do that in a couple days. Or, I've already played the game, you'll see it on YouTube in a couple of days. But anyway, so the Sylas didn't have the best early levels, and that's the thing, that the weakness, if you will, of these champions in mid, is that they are melee champs. So in the early game, they can be bullied quite hard, and Orianna, she has an auto-attack passive, which many people don't realize, so her autos can actually hurt. So that's where you saw the Orianna do pretty well in the early game. She's gone back, and I'd call this a free base. They both have teleport. Orianna did not use her TP. She's even in farm, probably just a bit behind in XP, but when there's all of this dies, she'll be even in XP. So that is a free base that Orianna just received, and that's really nice. I'd expect Sylas to go back. He's burnt his health and mana. He's got no refillable potion left. So yeah, may as well just go back. And he's got TP. Will he use it or not? We'll find out. Meanwhile, Nocturne kills Lee Sin in top lane. Udyr was there, but doesn't get an assist. And meanwhile, in bot lane, there's a lot of craziness going on. Sylas TPs to bot lane. He doesn't get the kill, but he helps get the kill. Gets himself an assist. He's now roaming over. Can he get anything more? Probably not. There's a Zac. Battlecast Zac still looks weird to me. And he will manage to get on out there with that's everything done. Interestingly enough, his item is a null magic mantle. So why is that a null magic first? Isn't Sylas an aggressive champion? He is, but you also need to be smart. You need to survive a lane phase. And look at that. That's pretty good damage and healing that Sylas did without buying another damage item. So there's always an argument that Sylas doesn't need all these extra items. He's diving an Orianna. Look at that damage. So again, he's got a null mantle. He hasn't gone for an extra damage item, and he's diving an Orianna, nearly tower dives her, and doesn't even die himself. Well, that's crazy to me. He doesn't have flash. He used it on the gank. That's aggressive. Like, that's really aggressive. Meanwhile, top lane, yes, Nocturne kills Lee Sin again. So I don't know what's happening to the meta because, you know, Nocturne is a jungler, but now he's top lane as well, and that's growing in popularity. And Lee Sin's a jungler, but he's now top lane. It's weird, and I think part of it is obviously Riot's big thing this season has been diversity of picks. Well, that's definitely becoming a thing. Whether it's healthy for the game or not is another conversation, but there's a lot of diversity in picks right now. So they're just going to clear it. Obviously, the UD are helping. But worth also noting, I should point out because other people won't, the Nocturne is a damn Wong player as well, by the way. Oh, the Orianna just gets away into the tower, taking a lot of damage. But look at the Nocturne. He is not backing away and will get the Zac passive. Will he have enough damage to actually get the kill? Orianna's TPing here. He hopefully will get it. He doesn't. Wow. But yeah, that I recognize the Nocturne's name. That is also a damn Wong player. Obviously, they can't duo because they're in Grandmaster, but they're just going to be queuing up at the same time. It's what I've told you guys. Technically, there's no duo in Master Plus. There still is duo in Master Plus because you just queue up at the same time. And that's where the higher rating you go, the less and less players there are. You queue up at the same time, there's now going to be a pretty good chance you're on the same team. But the guy who is, it's been ages. Yeah, it has been ages. This Nocturne is Khan, who I believe is the top laner. If you're wondering what their accounts are, if you wanted to look yourself, apparently Khan is It Has Been Ages. Canyon is Long Time No See. Showmaker is DW Kia. Ghost is Kia the new K3. That's literally an ad for a car. And Beryl is Kia Mojave, another car. So three of the players literally are just ads for Kia cars, which is hilarious. I presume, again, maybe they were offered, like, yo, do you want a little bit of a bonus if you want to name your account? So Sylas going aggressive there. He stole the Orianna ultimate, and that's literally what just happens. He ults around himself. Doesn't have enough damage right now. But once again, he's doing this much damage, and I'd say Sylas damage has been pretty spicy so far without buying any damage. So he had a Dark Seal from the beginning of the game. He's now got he went a Null Mantle, and now he's just gone tier 2 boots. And he hasn't gone even Spell Pen boots. He's gone Lucidity. So technically no actual damage on that boot, but it's cooldown. Now, this is the big difference, I will say, and what we've always spoken about. Sometimes watching these players is obviously a good thing to see, oh god, how good are they? But that behavior there never happens in solo queue anymore. The first blue buff is never given to a mid laner. So why was it this game? Because this Udyr probably knows, oh, that's Showmaker on my team. I'm going to give him blue. Even any other challenger level game, most likely, would not have resulted in the jungler giving up the first blue. It just wouldn't happen because everyone, and you know, let's be honest, was the main conversation that's happened with jungle this season, XP differences. You don't want to give XP up. Udyr right now is 2 levels above the Zac. And something like, oh, that means he can give it up because he's 2 levels. You want to maintain that gap, you take the buffs. So the only reason that Udyr gave that was because it's Showmaker. Guarantee. Udyr, though, is trying to steal the red. Orianna's obviously copped onto it, and because, again, XP is so important, she doesn't want to let it get stolen, so she doesn't let it happen, and Zac got it. Zac was over here. We can't see it, but yeah, Zac got there, and he smited it. He leveled up. He's now also level 6, I think. But Showmaker in this whole time has stayed mid lane. Yes, you could have argued, oh, if you went over to help the Udyr, they could have maybe stolen the red, and there's the Zac with red. But in the end of the day, Showmaker is now overtaken in XP. He's probably overtaken in farm. So, yeah, you may have gained in some ways, but he's gained staying in mid too. You don't always have to roam. And there you go, level 8 versus level 7. But yeah, nothing crazy so far, I will say. Pretty passive early game, but I'd also, meanwhile, Zac might be looking for a gank. I'd also... Oh, did he not see it? Oh, so we saw that. Again, the vision that we've got right now is the vision of what, you know, Sylas has. And we saw Zac for a split second, but maybe he gives no cares and he's just trying to fight them in a 2v1. Maybe he wanted to take the 2v1. He gets a double flash out of the enemy team. Very close to dying if Orianna had a bit more damage. If she had, like, not a tear, if she had, you know, even an amp tome, that was probably a dead Sylas. Meanwhile, Nocturne, look at the damage from Nocturne in the bottom left. Crazy damage, and Orianna will go down. And there we go. I think, if I'm not mistaken, by the way, Jinx just got an assist. Jinx just got an assist. Did she rocket? I think the rocket must have hit the Orianna, because the Jinx got an assist. That's weird. Yeah, crazy game so far. Bot lane actually hasn't been going too well, even though the Ashe is 1 and 2. The Zillion's 3 and 0, and they are like 30 farm up in bot lane, basically. So bot lane not going good for Showmaker's team, the red team. Obviously, top lane, though, gone very well for Nocturne. And Nocturne, I will clearly say, will outscale Lee Sin. Teleport to mid lane, again, replays are still bugged. They have not fixed those. But yeah, Lee Sin, I love the champion, but he still falls off pretty bad, and Nocturne scale's not bad at all. Especially in a 1v1 duel that Nocturne would most likely buy. He's got his, obviously, first mythic, and he'll probably be buying, you know, he dies. He'll probably be buying a Blade of the Ruined King. Blade isn't a Lee Sin item. So, yeah, I would definitely give the advantage anyway to Nocturne. Maybe I wouldn't expect the Lee Sin to lose lane in the early game to a Nocturne, but this is the difference between a world champion Nocturne and a random solo queue player. Oh, that E nearly hit. By the way, what we're seeing is really nice mechanics with Sylas, that he's integrating the steal of a spell while using other spells, and it kind of disguises things. Because so much is going on, you may not have noticed that he stole Orianna Ultimate while he was using his E. It's basically just to layer the gameplay to make it more confusing for the Orianna. Now, the Orianna might be dead here. So he's going in, he gets the E with the Orianna Ultimate, he's dead. Zac coming in. Look, Zac damage, by the way, is nuts now. And you can even see this Zac has got a Dark Seal. And you might think, isn't that a bit trolly? Yes and no. Meanwhile, Nocturne ganks bot and gets a double kill. In a game that you're not having a great game, ooh, that E. Maybe, like this game, I wouldn't get Dark Seal. But Zac has arguably overpowered scaling now with his W. It's the classic what Riot's been doing so far this season. They just make a change, which is really bad. And everyone's like, why would you do that? So Zac W does stupid AP damage now. It's probably going to get changed, if I'm completely honest. Whoa! Nocturne going aggressive and just takes out the Orianna. So that's one of two things. One, maybe a bit of overconfidence for the Orianna, but that's also, I'm going to be honest, I never expected Nocturne to do that play. I think that's also, this is challenger level, but that Orianna just got owned because I would never expected that to happen. Meanwhile, Udyr's fighting a Lee Sin. The Lee Sin obviously has a lot of armor. So you might like, shouldn't Udyr kill the relatively weak Lee Sin? Oh, just saves the Udyr. Nice. No, because the Udyr does AD damage, arguably. Bit of magic damage with Phoenix, but that is a weirdly tanky Lee Sin. And this Udyr isn't fed. He's strong, but not fed. So yeah. Sylas will go back, though. And he's still got components. No mythic item yet, so mythic items are starting to pop up into the game. Obviously, Nocturne has had his for quite a while, and Udyr now has got his. Sylas will be approaching his fairly soon. I'd imagine it's still the frozen one, because why wouldn't you get that? Again, there are some champs, even though if items get nerfed or buffed, obviously the frozen one, or whatever it's called, was overpowered. They've nerfed it, and, you know, not every champion will now use that. But there are still some, like Kassadin was using it even when the item was weak. It's nice, especially for melee AP champions, to use the item. Meanwhile, hits the E, gets a bit of... But look at the burst. Holy. Again, using that passive nicely. Orianna ults, doesn't do enough damage right now. And Sylas will probably just farm up, heal up, and be A-okay. But it's just scary to me, man. Nocturne finds people back here, finds the Lee Sin, will back out because he's scared of number advantage. And yeah, Sylas might look for a Scuttle Crab, maybe. Looking for a bit of vision if there's any. Then looking for... Not Scuttle, I meant the fruit, whatever it's called. Dragon now being done, though, by the Udyr. The enemy team know about it because this is their vision. But there's a fight breaking out in bot lane and the Karma goes down. Sylas might try to steal the Ash Arrow. Oh, he just flashes on top. He steals Zillion ult of all things. Oh, there's a Lee Sin teleport that I didn't notice. And now the Lee Sin has to back away. Dragon will go down. Sylas could dive, or, you know, he could ult the Udyr. He's got Zillion ulti. Wait for it. Boom. Nice bait. Can they continue this fight? Most likely. And now Sylas in trouble. So he's going to be using his abilities. Look at that healing that Sylas just did. That's insane. Can they get the kill on Zac? Yes, they can with the passive. Lee Sin won't get the kill just for now, and they will back on out of there. Nocturne, though, in top lane. I think he was fighting somebody else. But it actually helped the fight in bot lane too. It creates a bit of chaos with the lack of vision of like, oh god, there's a Nocturne ulti. Lee Sin goes aggressive, does get the kill in the end. Sylas going, looping back around, going to dive the Zillion, who is now out of mana. Get out of tower range, Karma goes aggressive, and Sylas will go down because of the slow. And Nocturne, meanwhile, kills the Orianna again. And he's dominating, which is insane. And a lot of people remember like, Huz, why did you watch the Sylas over the Nocturne this game? You know, they're both the Damwon players. You're going to, again, if you don't know, I said at the beginning, we're going to spectate the Damwon players. We're going to do at least one commentary per player. So expect one commentary per role. So, you know, we're watching the mid lane one here. We'll watch a top, we'll watch a jungle, and both AD carry and support. That's what I'm planning. Well, if I'm not mistaken, this game should get pretty spicy for this Sylas. So we'll see, hopefully that happen. Teleport happening for the Sylas. I saw it on the minimap. Does flank the Ashe, has got her arrow. Yes, has gone for the Everfrost and just annihilates the Ashe. And, you know, even though bot lane was going quite well for the enemy team, the Ashe has now died 5 times. So, you know, limiting your deaths is important, man. You got to really be careful. Like, that Ashe, you might have been like, oh, she was just farming. You got to be careful. No vision or anything. Ashe arrow. Oh, misses. Sylas, though, coming in with the Nocturne. Will get the kill, not the Nocturne. And they will end up getting that kill on Ori, who, again, at the moment, just cannot survive. Nocturne finds a Lee Sin. Doesn't get the kill. Why? Because he's had to build, obviously, a Bramble. Oh, he gets the E. He gets the Everfrost slow, not of Udyr flashing over. He's trying to escape. He does go for the right. I think Lee Sin's going to end up dead in this situation, and there you go. Meanwhile, bot lane, much of the same. Both AD carries do the same thing. You got to be careful when you're alone as an AD carry. A lot of, like, I don't know if you guys saw it, but recently, a lot of people have loved to complain about AD carry, as they always do, about the strength of AD carry. Double Lift has said the exact same thing that I've said recently. Obviously, he's got much of a larger presence than I do, but I've been always like, AD carry is not weak. It does the most damage in the game as a role, and people are complaining that it gets one-shot. Double Lift literally like said what I've been saying. There has to be a trade-off. The role does the most damage in the game, so yes, the weakness of it is if you miss position or whatever, you're going to end up dead. Meanwhile, Jigsaw Sylas just doesn't care. This champion, he's just healing, he's going aggressive, he's diving a tier 2. He should go down, he will go down. But that's nuts. Holy moly. To have the confidence to dive that at, you know, 16 minutes into the game, a tier 2 tower, that's just crazy confidence. But yeah, AD carry is a strong role. It's the largest carry role, like, of actual carrying of damage and everything. It's the biggest in the game. More than mid right now. More than jungle or top. Like, yes, jungle can have a game impact, but not in the same way AD carry has the carry role. But the trade-off is you miss position, you die. And that's it. That is the role. Meanwhile, Nocturne walking away from a Lee Sin, which at the moment I'd be surprised if the Lee Sin ever won that. But anyway, Sylas respawning. Obviously building towards... Ooh, what is he building next? Someone will 100% know, and I don't right now off the top of my head. Nocturne finding Lee Sin. Stride breaks on top of him. Lee Sin's just going to try and get away, I'd imagine. Probably a kick. Yep. But now Karma's around to tether the Lee Sin, and he's now further in trouble. Flashes the E, uses the ultimate to finish the kill, and now they probably can't kill this guy. Maybe they can. Okay, they can. I was thinking maybe he would get away enough, but he just doesn't. They're having a big fight. Ashe arrow misses, so he has been missing his Ashe arrow steals, the Sylas. Is going to go for him, doesn't get it because the Jinx does, and there we go. So starting to snowball out of control of the enemy team now this game. You know, the Zilean and the Zac have actually had really good games. That's the unfortunate thing for them. But just mid lane has been obviously killed a bit and outclassed. Top lane, let's be honest, has really been outclassed. And he's playing Lee Sin, who falls off. And the Ashe has died too much as well, just not respecting the enemy team enough. Sylas returning to mid though. And again, we've always noticed, like, the big thing with really good players is that they will be aggressive. They'll look for kills. Like, this Sylas has got really high kill participation this game. But it'll be intermingled in going to get farm. Like, farm is XP and is gold. So never stop farming is the bigger thing that we've always noticed with really good players. And that's something that I definitely struggle with. You know, there comes a point in the game that I'm literally like, okay, it's time to do team stuff now. And then my farm completely halts. These guys will never stop farming. They intermingle with normal gameplay. So Sylas now invading, looking for maybe a bit of an aggression on the Lee Sin. Obviously, 3 dragons for red team as well. Zilean on the back foot will get away. Baron will be spawning pretty soon. Ashe arrow misses. Not sure that was going to work. Sylas has taken Ashe arrow. Zilean ultimate. Ashe mispositions. That is sloppy positioning. Will get killed. Nocturne tower diving kills the Zilean. Ashe is going to die again. Zilean ult still has got, by the way. Nice Orianna ultimate. Zac is actually doing the damage. Again, like we said, Zac is a bit nuts right now. Sylas pops the Zilean ulti and just going to go aggressive because that gives him the confidence of, I'm going to respawn if I die, which he does. And he's going to go aggressive. He misses the E, but he's now at a tower aggro, which is good. And the Zac, again, the scary one of all the enemy team, will back on out as well. So Orianna could be dead if she's not careful. I don't think she should take this fight. Lee Sin is in the area, though. And they are probably all just going to back on out safely. And don't risk death. Because, again, you've got a small bounty on Sylas. You don't want to give that away. Big bounty on Nocturne. You don't want to give that away. Nocturne, however, is staying in top. So that's greedy. But, like, that's when you know how greedy you can be. Vast majority of players, most likely including myself, would have been like, oh, we just had a good fight. Yes, I could continue pushing top, but I'm just going to base. That's fine. But this guy, he's like, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep farming. Again, limits is also quite a big thing too. Do you know your limits as a player? That Nocturne clearly does. Gold-wise, so 8.6 for Sylas, 11.6 for the Nocturne. Not bad. Blue buff being helped by the Udyr. Again, this type of blue, I've always said, confuses me because he's going to kill blue buff and base. So right now, he's using the blue buff. It's timing out right now. He's going back to buy. You're not using the blue. Go back and buy, then get the blue. Meanwhile, Ashe is dead again. To me, it's always made more sense to do it that way, but it's just the way of it. Lee Sin comes in at the wrong time. He's going to end up dead. Nocturne double kill. Udyr going aggressive on the Zilean, who will just walk away. That was weird. And Zac ultimate stolen for the Sylas. He's going to maybe look to go aggressive again, maybe not. And they could back off to Baron. You got number advantage. And yeah, I think they're going to go do Baron. Why not? And Zac ultimate being used by Sylas. Bit of a weird time to do it unless it was literally about to time out. I don't know. And the Baron is now being started. They'll do this pretty quick. Zac might go for a steal. Maybe. He is around. They can see him. Is he going to go for it? Sylas looking for him. And he finds him. And they, don't get the Baron in time. Nice Everfrost. Trying to get him. But, Zac's strong, man. He's going to get W'd by Karma. And now, yes, he will end up dead. So, can you blame the Zac for being there? Not really. He was trying to get the Baron steal. Like, maybe that would be the only way his team make a comeback. So, I don't blame him. Ashe Arrow misses again. Will he hit an Ashe Arrow this game? Will Showmaker? So far, no. Udyr looking for a flank, but Orianna is there to protect. And now they've got Baron. Ashe Arrow does land. Sylas looking for a flank play. Nocturne with the same time. Wombo combo with these two engaging champions. Orianna hits a really big ulti with a double stun bomb Zilean. But Udyr doesn't... No one dies. Karma's keeping people alive. Jinx is going aggressive. Lee Sin nearly dead. Will he die? Let's see. No. Misses his spells as Showmaker. Doesn't matter. Look at the healing. And Lee Sin now... What? Oh my god. Going aggressive. Being greedy. My body tells me no. But, well, no. His mind tells him no, but his body tells him yes. And he will end up dead. So 12-2 Sylas. 13-2 Nocturne. Yes, the two damn wrong players clearly carried this game. Zac going aggressive. Can he do anything with it? Let's see. He's just going to get melted. He doesn't get the kill. And ace for the Jinx. That might be the game. But yeah, so what this game showed is you don't have to do anything fancy. Ashe is going to get one shot if she's not careful. Nearly gets one shot. But yeah, like, this game shows you, I hope, that, oh, he didn't do anything insane. No, nothing insane did the Sylas do. Showmaker, known as one of the best players. You don't have to. So many people play, like, I have to do everything fancy and insanely mechanical. He played this game clean. He played it well. That is perfectly fine for solo queue, even in challenger level. You don't need to do anything crazy complicated. You just don't. Enemy team going aggressive. Zilean ultimate used for Sylas. He's going to regen. Watch now. He'll go aggressive. Yep. Told you. And he gets himself one kill for Jinx. It's just this is what Sylas can do. Look at this damage. Look at that. How much gold do you have? He's got nearly 3k gold. He could be stronger right now. He gives no cares. He's flashing. He's getting a triple kill. This is a challenger quadra kill. This is a challenger game. And this Sylas is making it look like nothing. Having 3k gold, 3.4k gold in his pocket. Like it doesn't matter. He could be stronger right now. But it's just Sylas. It's clean, solid play. And yes, maybe I think Sylas is a bit overtuned like a lot of the other AP melee champions. But this guy, no doubt, played it very well. There you go. Just a good game. But if you guys enjoyed, I guess, episode 1 of the Challenger Spectate mini-series of the Damwong squad, throw a like on it. Let me know who you want to see next. This video is going to be today's second video, and I'll be recording more of them tomorrow, so you actually can let me know tonight, who do you want to watch next? Maybe the most popular one I'll do. Obviously, you can do the top laner, the jungler, the AD carry, or the support. Let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.